Hey, what's up, guys? This is Chris. Going to take you through a little shoulder workout I did recently over at Powerhouse Gym in Yucaipa, California. Um, as always, I started out with some shoulder presses. Sometimes I'll start out with an isolation movement. Sometimes I'll start out with a pressing movement. Um, my main reasons are in differentiating when I start off is depending on what types of muscle fibers I want to target. Right now, I'm trying to target my strength buildup. I'm really low calorie for those of you who haven't been following me. I don't really eat much more than 900 to 1200 calories per day. And I do that mainly because it actually makes me feel better. It helps me feel more energetic. And I actually get better strength gains that way. Um, and what I'm doing is not optimizing my caloric intake, but I'm optimizing the amount of micronutrients I take in my calories. So I eat very micronutritionally dense foods. My foods consist of organ meats like liver, lots of vegetables, um, nuts, seeds, things that are very micronutritionally dense. I eat a lot of fat. Probably 60% of my calories are from fat. And that translates to performance. And for me, and I'm not saying for any of you, but for me, my weight has my muscular weight, I believe, has gone up. My total body weight has gone down a bit. I'm about 193 right now. Um, and my strength stays high. I think better. I perform better. I'm able to do my business better. And that's what works for me. I'm not saying that works for any of you, but anytime I've gone to the 8 meal a day bodybuilding diet like I used to, my thought processes were a little bit more unclear. And because I suffer from an autoimmune deficiency, ulcerative colitis, when I raise my calories, it actually works against me where I'm not absorbing much of my nutrition because my intestinal tract reacts. Today I hit a PR actually at 210 on the overhead press. And that was a strict 210. You saw that there. It was a struggle. I've done 225 for reps before on the push press, but never on a strict press. So I was very happy with that, considering that I was completely fasted. And again, eating between like 900 and 1200 calories a day. I eat probably once or twice a day, depending on the day, what my activity level is. Sometimes I'll sneak another meal in there. I've been doing a lot more endurance training, doing runs and things like that. But um, switched my grip for the next version of the overhead press. So we did straight bar overhead presses to start with, and then we switched to a football bar here. And that's mainly to get a different grip to help me train on winding up that shoulder capsule and to give my forearms a rest, because your forearms actually go on through quite a bit of stress by using a straight bar. Also wanted to hit a little bit more volume on that, so I did more repetitions. For the street bar, we did, I believe, 5 sets. For the football bar, we did 4 sets. And the straight bar, most reps I did was 5, worked my way up to 1 rep max. On the football bar, I worked with 10s. I did about 4 sets of 10. Here I'm doing an exercise known as the Y raise, and it's a great shoulder shaping exercise. I'm doing it on an incline bench for chest support. It works an angle of your shoulders, your rear deltoids. It also works your back traps a bit, and also works a little bit of the medial deltoid. Really great for shoulder health. Those of you who are having shoulder problems or shoulder issues, or shoulder impingement syndrome, this is a great exercise for you. It also helps to round out those deltoids. Coach and Shauna threw a little isolation exercise, a version of the side lateral raise. I call it the side incline side lateral raise. I've seen many bodybuilders do this before. I think Dexter Jackson's a big fan of this. My twist in it is I actually have the person take the dumbbell behind them, and then as they're raising up the dumbbell, they raise the pinky toward the ceiling and lead with the elbow. That puts a lot of focus, and you'll see here on Shauna's deltoid, a lot of focus on the medial deltoid and lots of activation there. You don't want to use a lot of weight here because of the angle of the exercise. Could put a lot of stress on that rotator cuff, but it is a great exercise for bringing out those side deltoids. Work between 10 and 15 repetitions if you can. Like I said, don't go crazy heavy or anything like that. Here, we're working a little bit of triceps, doing some strict tricep push downs. I take a false grip on all my triceps exercises because I find that it leads to better activation of the triceps, particularly the rear head of the triceps. Um, and I try to do these slowly and strictly. Don't really worry about weight. Try to get a lot of repetitions to fill those triceps full of blood. Um, See Shauna here. Shauna is developing like crazy. I am absolutely fascinated by my girlfriend's body in more ways than one, obviously. But her triceps, her arm development has really come out. This girl was a skinny cross country girl, and she is putting on muscle like crazy in her legs and in her upper body. Here I'm doing a version of the GM press. It's kind of like a close grip bench press for the incline, but you're coming in a little bit higher with the bar. And the key here is you really want to be careful because it does put your joints in a precarious position and you could hurt yourself if you use too heavy of a weight. But with this, it's a great exercise for building power on your presses, for building strength on your presses, not power, and for really building your bench press and building up that back head of your triceps. Um, you know, again, a lot of my methods might seem unorthodox. They're what work for me. I don't have my clients do most of this stuff, but if you guys got questions, you just hit me up. Finishing up here with a little core work. I've been working on my Bruce Lee dragon flags. You know, it's not perfect there, but I was doing it on an incline. And I got Shauna doing some dragon flags. For her version, we had her straighten out as much as possible, which she does fantastically. And then she drops. Wasn't able to come up with her core strength right yet, but she's doing well. Again, if you guys got questions for me, hit me up at gettingtoshredded@gmail.com. I will answer almost anything that comes in if I can, and I have the time to do so. Peace out.